Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a classic Sudoku technique on our channel. So today we'll be solving two Sudokus that require that particular technique to solve the Sudoku. If you ignore the technique, you can still solve the Sudoku using other techniques, but just using the particular technique once will solve the Sudoku, right? And the technique that we are going to cover is that is a really rarely seen technique, and you would have just heard about it but never seen in any of these sudokus, and how to seek for that technique is the one that we are going to be seeing in this video. So the technique name is Sudekog. So this technique I have seen on Sudoku wiki as well, but never tried to understand what it means and how actually the technique is useful. So I thought of constructing a Sudoku myself that requires that particular technique, and it would be better for us for me to explain on how to actually look out for such techniques in classic Sudokus. I would frankly say that these kind of techniques are not really required in a competition, because in a competition you would be in a hurry and you would want to guess as fast as possible, right, or solve as fast as possible. But these techniques are only for the knowledge purpose, and I would actually recommend you to watch the whole video to get used of how to seek for such techniques, right, even in leisure solving. So before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming on to the Sudokus. So today I have constructed two Sudokus, and both of these are the Sudokus that require just one single technique where you get the stuck. Actually, where you get stuck, you require just one that particular technique, Sudekog, to complete the Sudoku. So these are called the advanced classics. So I actually have a Patreon page of mine named as Enthralling Sudoku, where I send 5 advanced classics every month, which would require only just a single advanced logic. Anyone, maybe a Y wing or an X wing or a swordfish or anything, you can just take this Sudekog. Anything, any one technique would be required at the end to complete this Sudoku. So that actually makes people more interesting, actually more makes people to solve in such with such interest, and just one technique will help them learn more about the technique. So if you are really looking forward to such classic Sudokus, I send 5 classic Sudokus, advanced classic, including 20 classics, regular classics, and 20 variants. So total of 45 Sudokus I send to all my patrons who are subscribed to my Enthralling Sudoku page. So if you are really looking forward to such classic Sudokus, I would highly recommend you to subscribe to the Patreon page. I'll add the link in the description below for the Patreon page, right? And now coming on to this Sudoku. So classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. And with that we'll start solving this Sudoku. One thing that you would have to bear with me is that I wouldn't use much corner pencil marks here in these both of these Sudokus, because the technique that I am going to cover doesn't require corner pencil marks, but candidates to be filled in each and every cell, right? So I will try to use wherever possible, but at the end I would have to use the candidates. I have to fill the candidates in each and every cell to get the hang of how to use the Sudekog technique. And now coming on to this Sudoku, the 2 here and here will give you a 2 here. I see a hidden single here, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1, and sorry, you cannot have a 8, 4 and 6 as well. So you will have a 2 here, right, and you'll have a 4 here in this box. That gives you 4 in one of these two cells, right? 4 in this box cannot be in these cells, so 4 would have to be in one of these two cells. That gives you a 4 in these 3 cells, but a 4 here and here cannot have a 4 in these two cells, so 4 would have to be here. A 9 will have to be in one of these two cells. That gives you a 9 here. Okay, that actually gives you a 9 here. That's nice. Okay, this is also done. If you see here, 4 and 8 would have to be in one of these two cells, so you get a hidden triplet here, 5, 6 and 7. This cannot be a 6, so 6 cannot be here, 6 cannot be here. This cell would have to be a 6. That's nice. And this cell is a 9. So these are the only digits that we can fill using the basic classic Sudoku techniques, right? So I'll just mark the other pencil marks here in these cells here. Okay. Oh, sorry, not 8. It would have to be 1 and 3. 1, 2 and 3, right? So this would have to be 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3. This 3, 5, 7 and 8. I'll just mark all the candidates here for now. Remove 5 from these two cells, 7 from these two cells, right? And 3 from this cell. So this would have to be 3, 7 and 8. These cells are nothing but 2, 5, 7, 8. 7 cannot be here, so 2, 5, 8 and 2, 5, 7 and 8. Okay. I'm sorry, light just got off. If I see these cells, these two cells will have to be 1, 3, 4, 7 and 8. 3, 7, oh sorry, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 3, 7 cannot be here, 1, 5 and 8, and this cannot be a 1, sorry, 8 here, because of the 8 here. 7, 9, 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. 2, 5, 6, 8 and 1, 2, 5 and 6, right? Okay. If you see this column, you need 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 5, 8, 2, 3, 6, 3, 5, 6 and 8, right? Okay. These cells would have to be 3, 4, 5 and 8. 8 cannot be here. 3, 4 and 5. This cannot be a 4. This cannot be a 3. I'll just remove the corner pencil marks of 4 here, not required for now. And 1, 5, 4, 8. 8 cannot be here. 1, 4 and 5. Oh, sorry. 4 cannot be here, right? These cells would require 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, 8 would have to be here. 1, 3, 7, 8 and 9, which cannot have an 8 here, you cannot have a 1 here. Okay. One, 3, 5, 7, 8, right? Okay. For the SUDICOG, we have already placed all the candidates that were required for the technique to be used. And now if you see here at this point of time, you can still use many other advanced logics here. So if you don't use the SUDICOG technique, you can use 2 or 3 other advanced logics to complete the Sudoku. But just with one single SUDICOG, you can able to solve this Sudoku easily. Right. Now, what is a SUDICOG technique? You might have heard about it on Sudoku Wiki or somewhere else as well, but you didn't have seen on how to actually solve using the SUDICOG technique, right? So if you see here, before going to that technique, I would like to say about ALS, I am to say almost locked set, and double ALS, almost locked set. So this can even extend to triple ALS, almost locked set. So what is an almost locked set? It is nothing but, if you see number of cells, there will be a few cells, maybe 3 or 4 cells, where n plus 1 is called almost locked set, where n is the number of cells. So for example, if you see this here, if you see these 4 cells, these are the 4 cells here, right? So n is a 4 here, but the number of candidates used in, number of different candidates used in these 4 cells would have to be n plus 1, that is 5 candidates, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 8. So you have 4 cells and n plus 1 number of candidates, that is what is called ALS. So if you have n is equal to number of cells and n is equal to number of candidates, if both of these are equal, that term is called pairs, triplets or quadruplet, right? It depends upon the number of cells you use. But if you have n plus 1 number of candidates, that is called almost log set, right? So if you see these two cells as well, this is also almost log set, 1 5 and 1 5 8. N is equal to 2 and n plus 1 is the number of candidates. So you have 2 cells and 3 candidates used in this cell. So these are called almost log set, right? And at this point of time, almost log set is very much required in a Soddy-Cock technique, right? So what happens here is that if you see this, you have 4 cells and 5 candidates, you have 2 cells and 3 candidates. But if you see these 4 cells, out of the 5 candidates, 2 candidates are already taking this 2 cells, 5 and 8. There is no 5 8 8 here and no 5 and 8 here. And if you see these 2 cells, the same 2 cells are taking 5 and 8 as well. In these almost log set and in this almost log set, both the 5 and 8 here are within these box itself, right? So which means that now these 2 cells are the most important cell for our Soddy-Cock technique. What happens if you have only 1 or 5 here? If we have a 1 or 5 in this cell, you have a 1 5 8 triplet here, right? That almost log set turns into a triplet because n is equal to the number of cells is always equal to the number of candidates used in the cell. That means it is either pairs, triplets or quadruplet. So what happens if you have 1 and 5 here? We already have 1, 2, 5 and 3, right? No, not 3. You had 1, 2, 5, 6 and 8, right? 1, 2, 5, 6, right? 8 is already here. So you already had 1, 2, 5, 6 here. But if you have only 1 and 5 here, you have a 1, 5, 8 triplet formed here. So 5 and 8 gets removed from these cells. So if you have a 1 and 5 here, 5 and 8 removes from this cell because you get a 1, 5, 8 triplet here. So 5 and 8 gets removed from these cells. Now we have exactly 4 cells and 3 candidates. Is that possible? You won't be able to place exactly 3 candidates in 4 cells because one of these cell will always be empty and that gives you a contradiction. So which means that this cell can never be a 1 and 5 and 1 and 5 gets eliminated from this cell. The same way you can use this here, right? Let me say you, it works in a reverse way now. You knew that 5 and 8 will have to be in one of these 2 cells in this. One of the 5 and 8 will have to be in these 2 cells in this box because of the almost log set, ALS, right? We saw that in the ALS, 5 and 8 are in these 2 cells only within this box, right? So both of these cells cannot be 5 and 8. Of course it cannot be. Both of these cells can never be 5 and 8. So what happens if you have 3 and 6 in this cell? Just a second. Okay, sorry. So in this cell it works quite differently. What happens if you have 3 and 6 in this cell? So if you have only 3 and 6 in this cell, you have a 2 3 6 pair now. So 2 and 6 gets eliminated from this cell and you have now 1 5 8 within these 4 cells. Same logic that we used earlier, but in a reverse way. Both of these cells cannot be 5 and 8, and for that to be removed, if you have 3 and 6 in this cell, right? If you have 3 and 6 in this cell, you get a 2 3 6 pair here, and both of these cells become 5 and 8, and you have now 4 cells with only 3 candidates to be filled. Again you get the contradiction, which means that both 3 and 6 cannot be in this cell, right? And now if you see here how this techniques help us to solve this Sudoku, because if you see now, 1 can only be in one of these two cells, so this gets removed from here. Sorry, 1 gets removed from here, and now in this box 1 has to be only in this cell. That actually gives you a 1 here. That removes a 1 from this cell, and that gives you a 1 here, right? Just because of removing 1 and 5 from this cell, you directly get that 1 in this row would have to be here. That gives you a 1 here and here. That gives you an 8, 3, 1. That becomes a 2, 3 here. You have a 3, 8 here. So 3 and 8 cannot be in any of these two cells. So this becomes a 7, a 9 here. So 3 and 8 is already there. This becomes 5. This becomes 7. That becomes a 3, 8 pair here. Wow. See the way the Sudoku is getting completed, guys. What an excellent way to actually look out for Sudekok technique. This 3 gives you a 5 here. That gives you a 1 here. Oh, sorry. 1. That gives you a 1 here. 8 and 3. So this 2, 3. Oh, we didn't write a pencil mark of 6 here. Yeah. We didn't write the pencil mark of 6 here. I am sorry. So 1, 4, 5, 6, right? 5 cannot be here. Instead of 1, 4, 6, we wrote 1, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, that is what I was seeing. How did I break the Sudoku? Because of the 3 here now, you get a 5, a 4 here. That eliminates 4 from this cell. You get a 1, 6 pair. This 5 eliminates 5 from this cell as well. You get a 1, 8 here. And let's see. Let us see anything else. Okay, this 5 eliminates 5 from this cell. So you have a 5 in one of these two cells. 2, 3, 6 and 8. Yeah, this is done. This gets you a 4, 8 here. That actually removes 8 from this cell. So 8 would have to be in one of these two cells. 2, 5 and 8. Okay. That gives you a 4 here. That actually gives you a 4 here. Okay. That's nice. Let's see what we get here. 2 will have to be in one of these two cells. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? Oh, nothing much here. Let's see this column. 3, 5, 8 and 6. 3, 8, this would have to be 5, 6. 3, 8, this would have to be 5, 6. Oh, you get a 5, 6 pair. Wow. Because of the 3, 8, 3, 8, which means this would have to be... Yeah, this cannot be a 3. We have already seen because of the Sudekok techniques. So, this would have to be 8. That gives you a 3 because of the 5, 6 pair here. Sorry. Oh, why am I writing this? It's not working, I think. So, that 8 removes 8 from these two cells. You have a 2, 6 pair here. That gives you a 5. Right? Yeah, that gives you a 5, 1 and 8. That gives you a 3 and 8 here. So both 3 and 8 it removes from this cell and this cell as well. You have a 5, 7. That gives you a 2. That gives you an 8 here. 2, 5, 7, 8. 2, 6. So 3, 8. This would have to be 3. Okay. This one would give you a 6 here and a 1 here. That gives you a 5 here and a 6 here. That gives you a 2 and a 6 here. Right? That's nice. This is getting done, guys. This is done. This should be easy now. That gives you an 8 here. 2, 3, 5 and 7. 5 cannot be here. 5 would have to be in one of these two cells. Which means you have a, in this column, 5 can only be in this cell, right? So that gives you a 7 and a 6 here. That gives you a 7 here. 5, 2 and 3, right? So this would have to be 3. This would have to be 5. This would have to be 2. That gives you a 5 and 7 here. That gives you a 3, 2 and 3. And you have 2, 6, 7 and 9. 7, 2. So 2, 7 and that gives you a 9 and a 6. Yeah. With that we complete this excellent Sudekok Sudoku because just with the logic of using pseudocog you can able to complete this Sudoku easily. And now coming on to the next Sudoku here, this is also a really good one with the Sudocog technique. So let's try and solve this Sudoku, but I would highly recommend you try to solve this Sudoku yourself. Now the moment you saw the first earlier Sudoku and how to look out for ALS or double ALS or anything of such kind, try to solve this Sudoku yourself. See if you can get an hang of how to look out for Sudocog technique. It will be really helpful, and then please try to watch the video, right? And now coming on to this video, a 4 here and here will give you a 4 here. These three cells are 1, 3 and 5. 3 cannot be here, so this is 1 and 5 and this becomes 3 here. Same way, let us see these cells 1, 2, 5 and 9, right? 9 and 2 cannot be here, 1 and 5. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 9, 2, 5 and 9, 2, 5 and 9. So you have a 1, 5 pair here, that gives you a 9 here. I actually know the solve path, so I am just directly going to where the it takes me the solve path here. This would have to be 6 and 8, right? Okay. So if you see this row now, 3 and 5 in this row can only be in 2 cells, because both 3 and 5 cannot be here. 3 and 5 in this row can only be these 2 cells. So you get a 3, 5 pair here, and okay, which means that because of the 3, 5 pair now, if you see 6 and 7 in this column, it cannot be in any of these 2 cells. 7 would have to be here. That directly, sorry. In this column, where can a 7 be now? It would have to be here. And where can a 6 be? It would have to be here. That gives you an 8 here, right? Oh, sorry. Light got switched off. Yeah, sorry. Okay, now let us see what can we do and where the Sudocog technique comes. I'm just thinking where I got the Sudocog technique. Okay, if you see here, I would write all the possible candidates now. Okay, so these cells are 1, 2, 5 and 9. 2, this would have to be 1, 5, 9 and 2, 5 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 9. 2, 9, 1, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5, 9. 1, 3, 5 and 9 here. Okay. Oh, these 2 cells would have to be 7, 8. So this is 1, 3, 5 pair. So 1 and 3, 1 and 5. So 2 cannot be here. 2 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Oh, 9 cannot be here. 9 cannot be here. Okay, if you see here, 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, so 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. That gives you sorry, not 1, 3, 5. I'm sorry, it's 6, 3, 5. So 1 cannot be here now, 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. And yeah, because of the 1 here, 1 has to be in one of these 2 cells. So this is not a 1 and this is a 1 here now. Okay, this is not working. The keyboard is not working properly. I'm not sure. It is not working, guys. I'll have to use the tab function to get hang of this. Okay, so we'll just continue here. I'll write the pencil marks here. Okay, and 1 2 3 5 9 4 6 7 and 8, 8 4 6 and 7, 6 4 7 and 8, 7 8 4 and 6, 6 7 and 4 8. Okay, 2 3 6 7 and 8, 7 8 2 3 6, and 9 5 3 1 2 4 6 7 8. Okay, two six 1 4 7 8, right? 1 4 2 4 6 7. Okay, yeah. So where exactly is the logic used? Let's see. Okay, if you see here 6 and 7 in this box will have to be in these two cells only. So you cannot be a 6 here, this cannot be a 6 or 7 here, and this cannot be a 7 here. Okay, oh, why did I write 2 3 here? This would have to be 2 only. So 2, yeah, 2 3 2 6 7 8, right? 7 and 8 is not possible. 2 is only possible because 6 has to be in one of these two cells. So this becomes a 2 and this becomes a 1. Sorry, yeah, it's not going back as well. I'm not sure. It is not going back as well. So this would have to be 1 4 6 7 8, 6 7 1 4 8. This becomes 1, so this becomes 4 and 8. Okay, come on, this is not working. I don't know why. I don't know why it is not working. 4 and 8. Okay, and with that we'll continue our pencil marks here. So getting a call. Okay, so if you see here, you require 2 5 6 and 7 here. 2 6, this would have to be 5 7, 5 2 6 7, 6 7 2 and 5, right? And here you would require 1 3 4 7 and 8. 8 is here, 1 3 4 7, 7 1 3 4, 1 4 3 7, 1 3 4 and 7. And you have 1 5 4 6 and 9. You would have 6 and 9 and 4 and 9. These cells would require 1 3 5 8 9, 8 1 3 and 5 and 9, 1 3 5 8 9, 3 5 8, 3 5 8 and 9. 7 and 8 cannot be here, so this is not an 8. Okay, 5 also cannot be here. No, what did I mark? You would require 1 5 3 8 9, right? So this would have to be 3 9 and 3 8 and 9. 9 also cannot be here. This would have to be 3 8, and these two cells are 1 3 5 8 and 9. 1 3 5 8, 3 5 8 and 9, right? And now if you see here, these this column, you need 2 4 8 and 9, right? 2 8 4 9, 2 4 8 and 9, 2 4 8 and 9. These would require 1 5 6 4 9, 2 3 7 and 8. This is 3 7, 2 3 7 and 8. And this is 1 9 8 6 5, 2 3 4 and 7, 2 34, 3 4 and 7. Okay, so we have marked all the possible candidates wherever we require the Sudekov technique. Now we'll just move on to the place where you actually require us to use a pseudocog technique. But before going to the logic, I would really recommend you to try the Sudoku yourself. Try to find the place where you can have to look for the pseudocog technique, and see if you are able to solve the Sudoku, right? And now if you see here, these are the 5 cells and these are the 2 cells here, and the cells from which we need to remove the candidates are these 2 cells. Now if you see here, these blue cells are actually, I'll just remove these green cells because these are the 5 cells for the for now actually. So if you see here, you have exactly n number of cells, 5 cells, and you have 6 candidates, 3 2 3 6 7 8 9, right? But if you see here, 3 9 8 2 6 7 is, 2 6 7 is only in these 3 cells, in this, out of these 5 cells, right? So as we have already seen in the earlier logic, Sudokov technique uses where you have a particular digit in a particular box, the particular digits possible in the particular box. So if you see these 5 cells, right, you have n is equal to 5 and n plus 1 is 6 candidates, 2 3 6 7 8 9, right? But if you see here, 3 8 9 is here, 2 6 7 are already are used in these 3 cells, right? 2 6 7 here. So what happens if you have 2 and 7 in these cell? The moment you have if you have 3 and 8 in this cell, right? What happens if you have 3 and 8 in this cell? 2 3 7 8, right? 2 3 7 and 8. This is not working. 2 3 7 and 8. What happens if you have only 3 and 8 in this cell, right? You have a 3 9 8 pair, so this removes 3, this removes 9. If you have 2 6 7 here, you have 2 6 5 and 7 used in these 5 cells. See, the number of candidates here are only 4 and the cells used are 5 now. 2 3 5 6 2 5 6 and 7. So which means that this is 3 7, this is 6 9, this is 2 7, right? Control Z is not working. I'm not sure why. Some keys are not working here. That is giving a bit of tedious process for us to again and again look for the candidates here. So as you can see here, you cannot have 3 and 8 here. The moment you have a 3 and 8, you get a 2 6 5 7 quadruplet in 4 cells, which is not possible. So 3 and 8 removes from this cell. The same way 7 cannot be here. As I already said, 2 6 7 is already 2 6 and 8 is already present in these 3 cells, right? So if you have a 7 here, you have 2 6 3, right? If you have 2 6 3 9 and 8 in these 5 cells, 2 6 3 9 8 in these 5 cells, and that would actually, no. What happens if you have a 7 here? You will have a 2 5 7 quadruplet here, and that will give you 6 3 and 9, 6 3 and 9. So you won't have anything in these 2 cells. You will have to have 8 in both of these 2 cells. So this cannot be a 7 now, right? These 2 techniques were actually, these 2 cells were really helpful in solving the Sudokov technique. Now if you see here, where can you have 8 in this row? There is only one possible place for the 8 in this row. This becomes an 8. That gives you an 8 here. That removes 8 from these 2 cells. Okay. I'm not sure why it isn't working. I will have to write all the pencil marks again. A bit of tedious process. 1 3 5 9, right? So this becomes 1 3 5 and 3 5 and 9. This 8 would give you a 4 here, Okay, that gives you a 6 here, 7 here, 8 here, that gives you a 4 here, that gives you a 1 3 pair here, so this becomes 7, that becomes a 2 here, that becomes a 6 9 4 3. See the way the Sudoku is getting completed, guys. See, it's really a simple one, really a simple deduction. Just finding the Sudekog will actually help you solve the Sudoku. So that removes 3 from this cell, removes 4 from these two cells. This 7 will give you a 5 here and a 2 here, right? Okay, 2 and 4 will remove, will give you a 3 here, that gives you a 1 and a 3, that gives you a 5 and a 9, that gives you a 1 here, that gives you a 1 here as well. Wow, that 3 gives you a 7 and 4 and 9 in these two cells, right? So this is 4, this is 9, so 9 8, this would have to be 2. Okay, that gives you a 2 here and a 2 here, and this becomes a 1 5 pair here, and this one gives you a 5 here now, right? That gives you a 1 here, this gives you a 3 here, these two cells are 5 and 9, so this gives you a 5, a 9, a 1 and a 5. Wow, that gives you a 3 6 and a 5, that gives you a 5 here. So 3 7 8 and 6, 7 and 6, so 7 and 6, 8 and a 3, and with that we complete this gorgeous Sudoku with the help of the Sudekog technique. Just one single Sudekog technique will actually help you solve the Sudoku. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku and you enjoyed how the Sudekog technique works. So you'll always have to look out for ALS, almost lock set, or double ALS, almost lock set, and see that if that ALS or those cells within a box contains only 2 or 3 digits out of the almost lock set, and with that you will able to eliminate a few more candidates, and that will actually help you solve the Sudoku. This is only in leisure solving, when you're casually solving a Sudoku. I would highly recommend you not to just waste your time or try to seek for a Sudekog technique in a competition, because that will actually waste you a lot of time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Oh, sorry.